My dear friends, Namaste. My name is Siddhartha Krishna. Today I want to talk a little about Asmita. I often walk through the rural parts of India. Between the villages, there are many fields. Often these fields have a lone tree. If I happen to be there at dusk, I watch as a seemingly endless number of birds flock to that tree, making an unbelievably noisy racket. Before the night finally envelops them and they fall silent. In the understanding of the Upanishads, the same thing happens when a person falls asleep. Our ego and all its creations are like the noisy birds. The Atman is the tree. As we fall asleep, our ego and its creations fall silent. Our sense of individuality disappears. This sense of individuality is Asmita. It is an understanding of ourselves as an individual separate from everything else, as a standalone entity, even though the truth is that we are deeply connected to the environment around us on every level of our being. Literally, Asmita means I am-ness. It refers to this deeply rooted notion of I am, which is implicitly present in every thoughts, words, or deeds that come from me. All my positive and negative thoughts about myself are parts of Asmita. It is a construction of discrete thoughts about myself, most of which change throughout life. Asmita is not my true nature. My true nature is Atman, in which Asmita arises, in which it exists, and into which it finally disappears. I am not the birds. I am the tree. Asmita is referred to in the Upanishads as the knot of the heart, a knotting of the Atman with the mind and the body. It is the root cause of all selfishness in this world. True selflessness can only arise after a person has loosened this knot. Asmita is the next of the 5 kleshas, afflictions after avidya, ignorance. To recap, what I said earlier about avidya was that avidya is to misconceive the impermanent as permanent, the impure as pure, the dissatisfactory as satisfactory, the non-self as the self. Asmita is the opposite of these. It is to misconceive my true nature, Atman, the permanent as impermanent, the pristine as impure, the supremely satisfactory as dissatisfactory, the self as non-self. Having said all this, we still need to remember that Asmita is an extremely useful tool to function in this world, like our eyes or hands. Every action, whether in the mind or in the body, requires this constructed center, Asmita. As long as it is used as a mere tool, there is no problem. The problem comes only when we mistake our tool as ourselves. Thank you very much. Namaste.